So last weekend, guys, we got a double dose of aliens with the friendly ETs of Mars Needs Moms and the evil aliens of Battle LA. But there's one thing they missed: hilariously vulgar road-tripping buddy comedy aliens. Ladies and gentlemen, meet Paul.
On a tour of America's most famous UFO hotspots.
I cannot believe we're gonna see Area 51.
Hi. I'm Paul. I really need your help. This is a matter of life and death. Oh my God!
You gentlemen seen anything unusual this evening?
No, not really. Oh!
Now, are you as psyched as I am to see Shaun of the Dead and Hot Fuzz stars Simon Pegg and Nick Frost reunited? That's definitely one of the main reasons I want to go and see this film. And it's the first film that they have written together. Previously, Pegg co-wrote with director Edgar Wright, who of course went on to adapt the amazing Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. But this time, Pegg and Frost have teamed up with Superbad director Greg Mottola, another king of geeky comedy. And Paul is sure to bring a lot of nerdy pop culture jokes to the screen, like this blatant ET reference in the trailer.
Hey! Reese's Pieces! Yes, thank you.
But is Paul too geeky for the casual fan? Critic Edwin Davies of BoxOfficeProfits.com said the movie nods to Star Wars, Star Trek, and Steven Spielberg's classic alien tale, Close Encounters of the Third Kind. But he assures us that us non-geeks will enjoy the film as much as our Comic-Con attending counterparts. And as of a few days ago, the movie had jumped into the top 10 on New York Magazine's Anticipation Index. So it seems like fans are as excited about Paul as the critics. Now, despite a bevy of bodily function jokes aimed squarely at teen audiences, Paul's been given an R rating. So while some of you will have to wait for a release on DVD, Netflix, or iTunes, anyone over the age of 17 looking for a good comedy this weekend should go see Paul. Now, if you're totally over the alien invasion, like I'm sure a lot of people are, then take a look at Limitless.
You know how they say that we can only access 20% of our brain? Well, this lets you access all of it.
How many of us ever know what it is to become the perfect version of ourselves?
There's no scenario where you don't work for me.
I see 50 scenarios. That's what it does. Puts me 50 moves ahead of you.
Limitless is based on The Dark Fields by Alan Glynn. It's a paranoid thriller about a down-and-out writer, played by Bradley Cooper, who's been given an experimental pill that unlocks his brain and allows him to be his perfect self. Thus, success, riches, and hot babes ensue. But taking the easy way out always has its consequences. In this case, the consequence is Robert De Niro as an increasingly terrifying ally turned adversary. Now, me personally, I feel like I can tell you this now because, we've been hanging out for a while. I have a weak spot for juvenile poop jokes and pop culture geekery, so I'm more excited for Paul. But I like Bradley Cooper in The Hangover and hope he can move beyond last year's god-awful The A-Team. You guys remember that, or hopefully you don't because you didn't see it. YouTube sensation iJustine loved Limitless, although she may have been a bit biased by Bradley Cooper's stunning baby blues.
Because number one, Bradley Cooper. His eyes are so blue.
Bottom line, if thrillers are your thing, then you might want to check out Limitless. It may not be the greatest film, but it's worth it for Bradley Cooper and, of course, De Niro. So, my little film fans, now it's your turn. How does Paul compare to Shaun of the Dead and Hot Fuzz? Did you like Limitless, or are you waiting for The Hangover 2? Share your film buzz with us on Twitter or Facebook, and you could be featured on our Tumblr blog. Check in with us next week as we review Sucker Punch and Diary of a Wimpy Kid, Roderick Rules. I'm Sammy Jarouche, and I'm a film fan.